Hey guys, welcome back to the kitchen. Today is super, super exciting here at that 1870s homestead. Not only am I bringing you another awesome pantry meal, but I have a sous chef with me. Come on, sister.
I don't know about that.
I'm so excited to be here. Yes. Patty. Oh my gosh, now I'm so excited. Your name has just slipped my mind.
Patty.
Patty from
Southern Blessed
Homestead. I know that. It's written on my board. So Patty and Mac are in town visiting family. We're on their way out of town. We said, please stop.
Oh,
please stop.
Oh, we love it. We were so excited. It's
Yeah.
like, Todd and Rachel. Yes.
So I said, Patty, I'm going to put you to work. Are you ready?
Yes.
So we are making, with all pantry goods, produce from the garden, we are making Korean beef tacos tonight, some Mexican Instant Pot rice. I'm going to get to teach Patty how to make homemade mayonnaise.
Yes.
You're going to do an amazing
I'm scared,
job.
but we'll see. I want to know how to do it, but it's a little nervous.
So come on over here. We're going to get down to it. We'll probably start with Patty making the mayonnaise. I'll head over to the stove. We'll get the beef going. Nope, we're not going to do that. We are going to start over at the Instapot, get the rice going. Then we'll get to Patty, and then I'll get to the stove. And by the time everything comes together, the rice will be done and it'll be beautiful. So see you guys over at the Instapot. So I'll be honest with you. I'm not a super big fan of Mexican rice. Never have been. Like when I go to a Mexican restaurant and it's on the menu, I say, no thanks, just give me the beans. So I'm hoping that homemade, my Mexican rice, I'll like, hopefully. So let's just go through the ingredients. Super simple. This is just shy of a cup of water with probably a full tablespoon, if not 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And then I have a half of a cup of our homemade salsa. I'll leave that link right here in the iCard and at the in the description for you if you're interested. A half a cup of our chopped red onions. Guys, my cilantro is growing so good. This is fresh cilantro. I just went out and harvested about a 1/4 cup of cilantro. A full cup of rice. Now, I will be honest, the recipe called for brown rice. I only have white rice. So, white rice it is. And then for seasonings, I just have salt, pepper, cumin and garlic powder. And that's it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Pressure cook 20 minutes. And then when it's done, just let you know, just in case I miss it because I'm really hungry, is I'm going to let it natural release for 10 minutes and then pressure release the rest. You know, what do you call that? Where you turn the lid. I'm going to do it myself.
Manual.
Yeah. I'm going to natural release for 10 minutes, then manual release the rest of the way. All right, let's head over and let's teach Patty how to make homemade mayo. To make mayonnaise, you need 1 cup of oil. That's just avocado oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you use in your household. I wouldn't probably recommend olive oil unless you like that flavor just because it is strong.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, now what?
Pour it in the jar. It all goes in the jar. Okay. 1 egg.
Just crack it in the jar.
Yep. Just put it in the jar.
Woo.
Cap of lemon juice. And a squirt of Dijon mustard. Good luck.
Oops, sorry.
Nope.
I'm doing it.
I'm a hands-on teacher. You got to do it. There you go. That's perfect.
Okay.
All right, so it's gonna be loud if we don't put a towel underneath it. Now you're going to put this in, and I usually try to burp it just to get any air out. There you go. And then just a button. And Patty is going to immersion blend it without lifting the immersion blender for 30 seconds.
Now hit the turbo button
Yeah,
or
it
on
doesn't
button?
matter.
Okay.
And then you got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job, Patty. So we needed to make sriracha mayo or mayonnaise because we're making sriracha mayo for our Korean beef tacos. Yummy. So what did you think of making mayonnaise?
It wasn't that hard. It's just
You don't know if you like it though.
well, I don't know. It's good. I hadn't tasted it good enough though. I'll go there.
I was telling her that once it sits in the fridge, it gets nice and thickened. So for the beef section of this, sorry, Patty, I'm cutting you.
No, you're fine.
I have just 2 quarts of plain ground beef, or not quarts, 2 pints. It's just raw packed ground beef. And we are going to get this in the pan. You could certainly make this recipe if you did not have canned beef on hand and just cook your beef in advance. I will have to drain this once it gets heated up, so we'll add our beef and we're gonna add 2 cloves of minced garlic to it and cook that for a bit, drain off any extra fats, and then I'll show you the goodies that gets added to it that makes it Korean. And then over here,
I can't wait to taste that.
we're actually making kind of like a fake kimchi. It's not at all kimchi, not at all, because honestly, I don't like kimchi. But I'm going to caramelize some of my pickled coleslaw with some sugar and sesame oil for our taco topping. Doesn't that sound good?
Yes, it does.
All right, let's get this going. And this is gonna go pretty darn quick. And so I'll tell you guys a secret, an insider secret. Patty, what did you say when you saw my kitchen?
It's a little smaller than it looks on the table.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm used to it because I cook in it all the time. But she's like, wow, it's so much smaller in real life. I'm like, yeah, it's a little kitchen. So the nice thing about pantry prepping is, especially when you're a busy homesteader, is things like this. It does not take long at all to throw together like a really great meal. So having just these things on hand, honestly, I was working all day, getting ready for company to come over, thinking about how am I gonna serve them a nice meal. Here they are traveling, and I don't even get done with work till 4 o'clock, and dinner's ready at 5. And you can put so much pressure on yourself unnecessarily. And I'm like, come on, Pinterest and pantry, come together for me. And it did.
It sounds delicious. We don't need this good.
So we'll get that heated up. While that's heating up, let's get together on caramelizing this coleslaw mix. So I've had several people say that they made this, and everyone loves it, guys. I'm telling you, if you've not had, get yourself a fork. I'll let you try it first. If you've not had pickled coleslaw, I'm telling you, it's so good just straight out of the jar.
It is.
Isn't it? So good.
That is good.
I know.
Man, you could do a lot with that.
You can do so much with it. So I use it as, like when I do a lot of Chinese, I'll do it in stir fries. Right now we're gonna caramelize it with some sugar and sesame oil. And it'll just be a delicious topping. So let's come down here and take a look at this beef. Is just about heated through. We bring you guys in here and we are going to start on, this is not Patty's fork, by the way, it's a fresh fork. We have about 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. I'm gonna add about a cup of cabbage. I'm just kind of fork draining it as I take it out. Really, it's probably the whole thing. That's probably good. Yeah. Okay. All right, you get the lovely opportunity to eat the rest of that if you want. And then I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons or so of sugar. And then we're just gonna caramelize that. If you didn't know, Korean food, I learned this when Dan was here, quite a bit of sugar. And in like dishes that you wouldn't think that you would put sugar in. Like she would serve something to me a lot of times and I'd be like, this is so good. What makes it so sweet? She's like, sugar, Mama. And I'm like, I wouldn't think you'd put sugar in corn or, you know, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right.
Never been brave enough to make very many Asian dishes and stuff.
Yeah, she really taught us to learn to love it. Absolutely love it.
She was so sweet.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we finally got some fat coming out of that. So I'm going to get this drained and then we're going to add some yumminess to it. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of, it says soy sauce, but I really like using liquid aminos. Oops. I am doubling the meat portion of it, so I do need to add a little bit more. Get all that yumminess off the bottom of the pan. We're gonna add about a tablespoon of sesame oil.
You're never a confident cook when they're not really measuring.
No, I'm not. A couple tablespoons of brown sugar. I asked Patty before she came, I'm like, are you still keto? She's like, I'm lazy keto. I'm like, good, because we're having sugar. And then we're going to add, it's to taste, so this is chili pepper flakes.
No, we love spicy.
Okay. And ginger to taste, I'll say. I love ginger. And then we're gonna add our meat back and cook it in. Cook this together and we'll be about ready to go.
How do you do it? Does it take a long time? Or?
No, it kind of gets like caramel, honestly. Like it gets like you can smell it too. Like see, like that is a good piece of caramelized. It'll get like really yummy. And it's just supposed to be like a light caramelization.
Their chime was chiming
Oh, there's some.
outside, and I was listening. I was like, "What is?" I was like, "Is that the ice cream truck?" I'm listening. I'm like, "What is that music?" He's listening. He goes, "What?" Because that's the chimes. I was like, I swear, because we used to live like in a
beautiful, isn't it?
subdivision.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it
sings the
sounded
song.
just like
does.
an ice cream truck. I was like,
Yeah.
there is no way there's an ice cream truck out there.
Yeah, it does sing an actual song.
And then he said it was a child, and then I felt stupid about it. It sounded just like an ice cream truck. That was funny.
Did you get some onions?
Not yet. I'm getting
No.
got too much in these things.
Oh, you want some? No.
Here, onions, sriracha mayo.
Onions.
Did you get this? Use your fork.
Tastes good.
Just don't lick it.
No. Yeah, so don't act like I'm at home.
Right. Please behave.
No, you can use your finger, whatever works for you.
Oh my goodness, we laughed so hard. I guess was it Instagram when you were measuring the tomato worm? You said it's 3 toes long.
Oh yes.
I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard. I was like, well, that's one way to measure a tomato worm.
Yeah.
It's 3 toes long.
It's because it was down by her feet.
I know, but it was so funny. I laughed so hard. That was so funny. Did you want something?
All right, we're all digging in. Camera's rolling.
The camera's rolling.
Mm-hmm. I caught every bad word you said, Mac.
Just for that, I'm gonna give it a bad review.
I've already been eating. I like it.
That's good.
Yeah. Delicious what you can make with just pantry prepared dishes. So what all did we use? We used salsa today from the pantry, 2 cans of pre-ground canned ground beef, our pickled onions, our pickled cabbage. It's wonderful. Absolutely delicious.
I'm gonna give that 2, oh, is it 1.5? Oh, how many? Oh, 2 thumbs up.
Savoring the different flavors, it really is good. I like it.
I like that.
That's
The
caramelized cabbage.
yes,
Right, she pickled the red cabbage, and that's what I wanted to try to do next.
that is
You
good.
can use
Yeah.
it for different things. Yeah, it was good.
We need to grow cabbage.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you guys so much for stopping by and having dinner with us.
Thank you for having us. That was a nice surprise.
Really, it was.
I told them earlier that Mac's having a sleepover with Todd and me and Patty are bunking up. So hopefully you guys know how to share all right.
As long as it's not in the garage.
Okay.
It was chilly in the garage.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming along in the kitchen today. We're going to sit here and visit and enjoy our friends the rest of the evening. Talk to you guys later.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.